folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I've got the boatless angler with me today, folks, and we are doing some bottom bounce trolling for walleye.
And a jig fish.
And I set the hook on this one, and Antonio put the sting nose on and started jigging. Don't tell me you got one too.
I do.
What a start, folks. We're off to a great start. Okay. I like to do that too. When one guy's got one, you could jig. It feels not too big.
Walleye.
Nice walleye, Antonio. On the sting nose minnow. What size is the, or is that the bunker?
It's a bunker.
The bunker. Looks like 3/4 ounce size by the looks of it.
It was your fishing rod.
That is my fishing rod.
I know.
Oh, I got a nice walleye too.
Do you?
Yeah. Real nice walleye.
I'll leave him here on the net for you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one, eh? Green mackerel viper spoon, folks. That's what I'm running. Okay, double header. Good way to start the day. Hey?
Not bad.
I'd say.
Need some pliers.
Oh, I need pliers too, Antonio, please.
Okay.
There's 2 pairs there. Let's get this guy out.
I don't see the second pair, so I'll wait.
You don't see it. It's in the cup holder.
It just came off anyway.
Oh, good. Even better.
I'll let this guy go. Oh, there's a slippery fish.
Okay, this guy's got to keep. He inhaled it, so we're going to have to keep this fish. Hey, nice little walleye, nice little chunk. All right, in he goes. Okay, well that's a start. So what happened was, I put my line in, and as soon as I dropped it down, I must have dropped it right on his head because he bit right away. And Antonio didn't even get a chance to get his line in, so he just grabbed my other rod and started jigging. And that's the Viper spoon I'm running, the SP2 model. It's got 3 hooks, and actually I want to point out, these 2 hooks are one size, and then the back hook is a little bit bigger, which is great for the hook setting, especially on those softer bites. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep jigging?
Well, until we start moving again.
Well, I turned the motor off, so I'll start it back up again. Get a nice juicy night crawler. So yeah, the idea is to bottom bounce along the bottom, work these Viper spoons, and the rig I'm using is one of my favorite rigs. This is a pre-tied rig. I mean, it's a T-turn bait rig number 20R. It comes pre-tied with fluorocarbon line. You just snap on your lure and snap on your sinker, and you have a T-turn here to keep you tangle free. I mean, you could always just tie your own as well. Just pick up a T-turn and make your own leads, whatever you want. And I'm running the cattail sinker. These are designed to walk over top of rocks and structure. Keeps you snag free, which is nice because there are some rocks down here. And that's just going to walk along the bottom as I was just doing. And I literally just dropped my line in, folks, as we were getting ready to start fishing. And I just did that, and boom, he hit right away. So like I say, I must have dropped it right on his head. So that's going to be the technique. I've fired the motor up again, Antonio, so you might want to get your bottom bounce. I got the green mackerel on here. What color did you grab?
I grabbed bleeding pearl chartreuse.
The bleeding pearl chartreuse. Okay, that's one of my favorite colors on Erie as well. I like that color. It's got a nice pearl white belly. It gives off a lot of flash, and it has a gold back to it, which is kind of neat. So, oh, is that okay? I was just going to say, it looked like I might have had a bite there. I'm going to pick up my speed just a bit. We're going to troll at about 1.6, 1.7, 1.8 mile an hour. And basically, that sinker is going to be bouncing along the bottom, and then the Viper spoon is going to be up above, about 2 feet, and it's going to be flashing and fluttering with that trailing bait. Nice juicy night crawler on the back, and the walleye just can't resist it. I call it the perfect combination of flash, flutter, and bait. You got the size SP2 as well?
SP2.
SP2, but you got the bucktail model, so that one gives off, I'm going to say, a little more flash and a little more bulk with the bucktail on there. See? Let's show the folks that bleeding pearl, that pearl white belly. Yeah, and that string of bucktail there coming down. Beautiful. Okay, well, I would say, I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. So that one bit right away, and then Antonio dropped the sting nose down. And I love jigging for walleye, and we may do that yet today, Antonio. We'll do the bottom bounce thing for a bit, and then I think we might switch over and start jigging. And I just love to jig for those walleye, but the advantage with the troll is that you cover a lot more ground. Let me make sure I'm on the bottom. Oh yeah. Okay. That's where I want to be, right on the bottom. All right, so I'm in. Are you in, Antonio?
I am on my way down.
You're on your way down, okay. We've got a beautiful, beautiful day upon us. Fish biting, always a bonus. I just love it out here. There's maybe one boat away back there, but you know, there's one out there too, but honestly, not a lot of boats out here, and I don't understand why. The fishing's good, the weather's great, people should be out here, but anyways, we're out here. We're going to have some fun, so stay tuned, folks. It looks like the walleye bite is on. The walleye bite is on, like I said. Wow. Just as he must have heard me when I said the walleye bite is on. Oh, Antonio, this is unbelievable fishing.
I just hit bottom.
Well, that's 3 walleye, right? In how long? We just had the camera running. So, Lake Erie walleye fishing is just unbelievable. We're on the eastern basin. We're out from Point Abino, Crystal Beach area. And then there's also Windmill Point. That whole zone is just a great area for fish. And then, of course, Port Colborne is also another hot spot, let's say. Yeah, and if you ever come down to these areas, there's a couple of good tackle shops. One in Port Colborne called Erie Tracker. Great store to visit. Another one in St. Catharines. Peter's Tackle, fantastic store to visit. And there's also one close by in Grimsby, Grimsby Tackle. They're nice too. So a lot of good stores. Then of course in Hamilton, you got Fishing World, you got Bill's Bait and Tackle. A lot of tackle shops around if you make a trip up here. And that's a nice walleye. The green machine, Antonio.
Oh, it's got pliers with it. Watch the pliers in the net.
The pliers are in the net?
They're in the net.
You're kidding me.
You left them there.
It's not like me, but okay. Do you have another pair handy, or?
I don't. Can't find the pair.
No, I wonder where the
Oh,
other
here we go.
pliers. I was going to say we should have another pair of pliers. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's lively. He's lively. He wants to go back. We're going to let him back. One hook just in the top of the snout. Maybe a quick photo of this fish, and then we're going to drop him right back in the water, get him released. Quick photo, quick photo.
Touch it.
All right, let's get him in. Oh, wow. Okay, see ya, buddy. He took off like a bullet. And did he take my worm? That's what I want to know. Let's get this other needle nose out of the net. Let's get my lure out of the net. Yeah, he took my worm. That's okay. Actually, I might still have... We got lots of worms. That's a non-issue. But I got a big mess here. So one thing about these nets, they're rubber coated, but you still get tangled, right? All right, let me get this out and get rebaited and get my line back out there again. Okay, a nice juicy night crawler here. We are keeping the night crawlers in the cooler so that they don't die on us. They stay nice and lively. But yeah, I just rig it on that SP2 size. I'll show you how we rig them. Right, you want them nice and streamlined, just like that. One on each, poke it through on each hook, and away you go. And I don't know if you could see the action of these. I don't know, we'll try if I get it out of the shade here. We're moving really, really slow right now, and you can see that wobble. Nice flash and flutter. And then the trailing bait on the backside has a bit of a different action, called almost like a whipping kind of action. Okay, but we're only doing like 1.4 mile an hour, so I'm gonna go a little faster. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna get this green mackerel right down to the bottom again. Okay, you're on bottom, Antonio?
I am, yeah, close to it.
Okay, so Antonio said close to it, so I'm running a heavier sinker. So I am for sure on the bottom. So you're running a lighter. What are you running? A
3 ounce.
Yeah, you got a 3 ounce. So he drops it down to the bottom, and then as we troll, because it's so light, it comes up a bit. So you're actually not fishing right on the bottom.
No.
But you don't know what depth you're fishing at.
I would imagine like 10 feet off bottom, between 5 and 10.
Yeah,
like
so an easy way to tell, of course, is open up your bail and see how much line you
Right,
lose, right?
right.
But you're probably, I would guess, yeah, you're probably about 10 feet or so off the
Yeah,
bottom,
yeah.
right? Because 3 ounces of weight is still pretty good. So general rule of thumb is the amount of line out behind the boat and how much weight on your line. Because if you let out a ton of line, that 3 ounce will stay on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's all personal preference, right?
The other factor is a thinner line cuts the water a little bit better. So you have braid, it tends to hug bottom. You don't have to put as much line out for example.
That's true, because the braided line is like super thin.
Yeah.
Get that phone back in my pocket and zipped up. Wouldn't be the first time I lost the phone in the water. We don't want to do that again. Okay, well, that's an amazing start. 3 fish in, I don't know, 5 minutes? Okay, let's see who gets the next fish.
Okay.
The one that's right on the bottom or the one that's just off the bottom a bit?
Let's
All right, let's see how it goes. Gotta have some fun when you're fishing, right, folks? That's what it's all about. Okay, that answers that question. Oh my. The green machine has struck.
Is it ever?
Can you just hit the negative speed 1 notch just to slow me down just a tad? That's it. Unbelievable, folks. So right on the bottom. So maybe what you need to do is let a little more line out and get yours right on the bottom too.
I might upsize my sinker potentially.
Or upsize your sinker, yeah, if you don't want to put more line out. Exactly. So, but this, folks, is unbelievable fishing. And I'm trolling at like 1.7 is where I was. I'm at 1.5 right now because we took the speed down a bit. 1.7, 1.8 is a great speed. And if you're picking up too many sheephead, then bump it up to 1.9 or 2 mile an hour for the walleye. But we're not getting any sheephead.
Not one so far. Hopefully you didn't jinx it.
No, and this is not a sheephead, I don't think. Not the way he's fighting, so.
No.
Oh, it looks like a nice walleye to me. Nice Lake Erie walleye to me, folks. Oh yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. He's fighting now. He's losing a lot of fish right at the boat. Well, not this one. Nice. Hey, look at that. Nice tangle 3 with that T-turn. That I love that.
You left
love
the
that.
pliers in the net again.
Did I really?
Yes.
What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm too excited, that's why. I'm too excited. Okay. That was an easy release. Hey?
Good fish.
That's a nice Lake Erie walleye right there. Oh, that's a really, they're a beautiful fish. I like the black mark here on the top fin. You see that little black mark? And then, of course, the white tip on the tail, on the bottom of the tail. Beautiful, beautiful walleye. Okay, we're going to let this one go. Oh, okay. That's how you release a walleye, Antonio. I didn't even put these worms back, so I'm going to get another one rigged up. But first thing I'm going to do, after I get this lure out of the net,
Let's take the pliers out.
is take the pliers out. Oh man, good thing we didn't lose it. I wouldn't have liked that very much. The pliers come out. But okay, so we probably should have just left the camera running because that fish bit like within 2 minutes. But if that's any indication, we haven't been out here that long, and the fishing is phenomenal, and we're off to just a great start. We got lots of worms. We got lots of time ahead of us. We packed a lunch, so we're going to spend the day out here, and I'm going to rig myself up with another juicy night crawler and get this line right back out there again. The green is producing, silver green. But if you haven't been out lately, why not get out there and get a line wet? Whether you're trolling or jigging or using live bait, however you like to fish, just get out there and do it. Like, I'm looking around me and there should be more boats out here. So hopefully, if you get a chance, you get out there and have some fun too. Antonio and I are off to a fantastic start. We're going to keep fishing and having a good day. Get myself another worm, and then they got to go back in the cooler. But I want to thank you, wherever you're tuning in from, for spending time on the boat with me and Antonio on today's episode of Thunderous Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck, good fishing. That's crazy. I'd say. Okay, another night crawler, and here we go.